All right, I want to talk to you about something I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about this. Holy crap, I've been waiting months. I'm getting new equipment in at the end of the month, and I've been waiting for months. Got this months ago. Don't ask, it doesn't matter. Upgrading. So the camera I'm on right now is a Sony A5100. Jeez, it was made in 2014. It is 2025. What the hell, right? It still works though. Looks gorgeous, but please. I can't really take it out. I mean, I can technically, but there's no in-body stabilization in the sensor, and it's just like hardcore. There's not really an easy way to hook up a mic. You have to like have a whole contraption, and I even went online to try to find a cage so I can add things to it. And dude, it's like almost hard to find. So, anyways, upgrading the camera to a Sony Alpha A6700. I said Alpha just to be cool. That's I just said wanted to say it. Sony A6700. Freaking pumped. Okay. Getting that. I'm getting a gimbal for it. DJI RS4. And I've been watching all these gimbal videos and like, how do you get that smooth shot? How do you do this? And super excited about that. DJI Mic 2, which I can hook onto the camera, which I'm so pumped about. Battery. I'm probably going to end up getting a V-mount battery so I can actually like be out there longer than like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and a few other things. I'm so pumped. That means that I can not be tied down to just my studio. And what I'm doing here, and the subject for today is content creation, and super saturated, super desired, super whatever, but I'll give you my take on it, okay? And I'll give you my basic take. And I guess the intention of this video, I'm making this video for me. I'm making this video for me. Right now it is June 18th, 2025. And I want to look back on this video and be proud of myself from where I started to where I am then and where I am now. You know, that's really, it's a message to me, but also if anybody else catches this video, I want it to hopefully sound some alarms off in your own mind on content creation. Here, it's not gonna be a long video. I'm gonna try to make this 5 minutes. Okay. If I don't, sorry. Content creation. What it is now in 2025, it's officially like a profession. It is a career. It is sought after. It is an ideal job. And unfortunately, what people don't tell you about this ideal job, that it can be really fucking hard. And who am I to speak? You know, I want to be modest and say, oh, and say, oh, I'm a nobody just like you. And like, only difference between me and you is I'm doing it. Look, actually saying that and that modesty and being like that is fine, but it's actually a downer. It's actually something that's going to stop you from reaching and working harder and pushing harder. Fuck that thought. It doesn't matter. No. Oh, I'm a nobody. Oh, okay, modest man. Like, you know what? Instead of being like a dopamine addict and sitting there scrolling, you can be a creator. Now, what I wanted to really communicate today. Content creation. There's so many forms of it. If I had to give one tip for anybody listening and myself is I've been doing it for about 3 years and I've sucked at it. 3.5 years and I've been terrible at it. Posting my clips thinking it's going to go viral, like not knowing, not putting anything, just like copy paste clips. It's interesting. If you're not good at a game or you're not really funny or doing something crazy, it's like you're just going to blend in with everybody else. Here's my basic thing about content creation. It's hard work. You have to be consistent. You have to get creative. You have to work. You have to bust your ass. But the basis of content creation is being an artist. And I think people have lost a little bit of sight of that. I mean, obviously the people that know what they're doing are doing it. But the general like vibe when people see content creators and whatever, I'm sweating. I'm sorry. I just ate some food. I'm freaking hot. They don't see an artist. They see someone who's making money, all this, and that. You have to remember that you're an artist. And a lot of the traps in this game and in any game that takes a lot of work and there's no one cheering you on. There's no one fucking talking to you about it. You're alone and you have a dream. is you got to remember that you're an artist and you have to make content for yourself that you enjoy. I've done it. Everybody's done it. Where you go and make content or video or music or anything for someone else to get a result and not really for you. You end up hating the work. I mean, you see some really famous or interesting videos on YouTube about these guys that like kind of quit their channel because it stopped being fun and it turned into work. You have to have fun. You have to create. That's the basic essential of being an artist. It's just communicating what is on your mind. And people are attracted to that. For a long time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting here and just making shit and not doing anything. Like I was just trying to do something. And the most joy I got out of it after a while, after realizing, you know, whatever, is I love watching my stuff back. I love making myself laugh. I'm all about it. So that's kind of what I did for like a straight year. I was like, I'm posting this. I don't give a shit how many views or what happens to it or who says what. I think it's funny. Well, I've kind of grown out of that. I'm like, that's fine. I'm still going to make great content and I still will think my shit is funny. But how do I do it in a way that is really calculated? Like, how do I really create that desired effect? Whether I want it to be funny, cool, interesting, beautiful, communicate. And now I've been deep diving into that for months. Every night I watch a YouTube video. If I'm on a break, I watch it, a lunch break. I'm watching something. I'm teaching myself something new. And I might not be applying it right then and there. I save it and I study it again if I want it again. I'm just constantly teaching myself. And I've come to the point where I'm like, okay, other people can do it. I can do it. I want to try things. It's okay to emulate other artists, but like really make it my own. And that's the journey that I'm on, which I really know I'm on now because I'm like really interested in just doing what's on my mind and getting it out. And I don't really think of another artist. Like I have people, but like I think me. I'm like, fuck it. Hey, if it sucks, I will feel that. And if I'm feeling that in my own video, if I'm brutally honest, that's exactly how everybody else is going to feel. How do I create an intention, say, for instance, in video, creating, that communicates and gets an exact desired result that I want or close to it? That takes a lot of discipline, structure, and doing until you don't have to think about that stuff anymore. You don't have to think about that light angle or like the picture you want. When you think the thought of the video shot, you can see it and you know how to get it. And if you don't know how, you reach and you ask, or you go to YouTube and you teach yourself and you do your damnedest, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. Even beyond that hard work of it all, you can't remember and lose sight of you are an artist. Whether you're good or bad is pretty much subjective. And it is true that some people don't make as good art, but the more they do it and they don't listen to their negative thoughts and the bullshit people around them, they might not be the same kind of artist in that, but people will be fully attracted to them and gravitate towards them because there's something real and authentic to it. You see, nobody's ever going to be you. And if you can practice and learn enough at a fast enough rate to get it out there and get past your own personal barriers, dude, you're going to be the artist that you are. So anyways, that's kind of the thought I wanted to get out. I had this quick thought, no scripture. By the way, I'm doing this. I'm holding myself accountable. So you know what? Let's get over this daunting idea that posting a YouTube video is like the craziest thing. It's hard. What I'm doing here right now, I think this is video number 4 or 5, I forgot, of daily posting on YouTube, is getting over the idea and the fear that it can't be done. Getting myself mentally used to the idea of like, oh yeah, what am I supposed to do in there now? Boom, I'm supposed to be working on a YouTube video. And I did this with streaming. I was like, you know what? Let me make a schedule. And that's when I do it. And I did it. It got to a point where like streaming now, it used to be a whole mental exercise and how I have to act. And now I don't put on a front. I'm just me. And it took doing it over and over and over and over to 0 viewers, 1 viewers, 3 viewers, 10 viewers, to get to that result. It took practice, and I'm not even at the peak of it. There's stuff I want to do while live streaming, but that's a whole nother medium, and I haven't dominated it. I'm going to use it as a tool and continue it. There's so much more to gain though, right? Same thing with this. So I have enough equipment to sit here and do this. I want to have these videos where like you're watching the shot, and instead of being like, hey, let's go to the beach and it's like I just cut away and it's like traveling and get in the car and boom, and then I'm at the beach. That's awesome. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to say I can do that. And if I do it enough, or if I practice enough and try different things, I'm going to do my own thing and go through that hurdle of not giving a shit about what people think and just doing it. I think the key takeaway is remembering and making sure myself knows that I am an artist. And I want you to know the same thing. At the end of the day, you might have this goal, like, I want to make a living doing content creation. Well, you have to be an artist to some degree or lesser degree. And whether that's like content creator artist or like a business artist, like having a business mentality of like, okay, we got to post, we got to buy. There's a science behind it. And there's various different gradient scales of artistry and communication. So at the end of the day, you are an artist. Everyone can be an artist if they want to be. And it takes work to get good at it. That's more important than, oh, look at all the fame and fortune. Yeah, that's an art too. It's a science, that's its own technology, right? But being an artist, man, get good at whatever it is you want to do. Music, acting, singing, drawing. Nowadays, you could just record it with your phone and post it on YouTube. Use YouTube, man. There's never been a greater time to just get out there. Yeah, your shit might not be, pushed out to the masses, but if you keep posting and you don't disappear on us, eventually someone will find out. So eventually someone will see it. Eventually something will happen. And by that time, you're going to be so good at whatever you're doing, it's going to be like, people are just going to be drawn to you. And you might not even be the best in the category of the situation, but people will love you. All right, it's 12 minutes long. I try, dude. I try so hard to make these videos short, and I can't. I just have to get the thought out. So here I am getting the thought out to you. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody who's watching that 1 or 2 viewers. My last video got 2 for 4 views. Thank you, 4 viewers. I don't even know if you watched it, but I appreciate you, and it makes me happy to post and see my stuff. So I hope you do the same for you. Have fun. And you're going to have hard times and stuff, but why give into that, Push through that shit. All right, y'all have a good one. Thanks. And I'll see you soon. Bye.